You see that right there, people? Excuse me, sleeple? That man is making a statement right there. He's letting you know, and look at that smile. Look at that. Look at that. He's letting you know he's winning. He's pulled the ultimate caper on you. He told you he was going to do some major architecture on the world politics, but look what he's giving you. And you know why he's able to do that? I hate to say it, but it's mainly because of black folks. That's right, from around the world. I'm not talking about just African Americans. You guys will not stop protecting this man. You won't stop giving him cover. Like the young lady said on the Black Agenda report, the most effective evil. She said it's like we got millions of Secret Service running around protecting this man's image no matter what he does. Libya's been completely guttered. Syria's on the hit list. All the other countries, Iraq, Tunisia, Afghanistan, they've been ramshackled due to the continuation of the Bush policies, continued by him, of course. There seems to be no end to this madness, people. And it's all because of mainly African Americans. I'm going to go ahead and say it. The black church could have turned this madness around. But it's been completely silent. Bought and paid for. Hoard out. But it's worse than that, folks. It's mainly because people just do not want to accept the fact that they've been betrayed. But it was predictable. The man's bloodline set the stage for what he was going to do. I've been telling people about his bloodline for years. What's his bloodline? Well, let's go right to it. You ready for this? That's his bloodline. Hold on. We're coming up to it. And that's his bloodline. But that's really indicative of how he's been acting. He's sucking all the life out of people. People don't know which way to turn. They thought they had their man. They saw something in him that they would have liked to seen in their daddies, their uncles, their favorite teachers, their preachers. They thought he was going to deliver. But ladies and gentlemen, he's done just the opposite. He's destroyed whatever hope you had because you had really a deficiency of your own characters. You had a lack of self-esteem. You had ego problems. And now that he's completely failed you, you're willing to let the whole world burn just so you don't have to admit that you've been taken for a rough ride. And you're not even at the end of it yet. You're throwing up all over the place. You're about ready to pass out. This roller coaster is it has no path. It's just it's just off the charts. It's off the tracks. And he's the conductor. But what can I say? We asked for it. Don't say you weren't warned. There were people trying to tell you about this clown, about this spectacle, about this pariah face freak of nature, but you wouldn't listen because you had your hopes and your dreams. So people, I beseech you, turn away from your ways. Turn this man away. Demand that he step down. Demand his head on a silver platter. It may not fit, but we're going to put it on one anyway. Because if we don't, the end is near. And guess what? We will have ushered it in. Our children will never forgive us. So in closing, I'm already a pariah. I'm already hell, I don't even know how to describe me because everybody who I know has dropped me like like a hot piece of coal for this clown. So I'm just a man without a connection, I guess, because he's taken all of mine. But it's not about me. It's about you and what future you got and what you gonna tell your kids. 'Cause this man is taking you over the cliff, and we all know what our parents used to tell us about being taken over the cliff. So, I mean, if you willing to jump, remember, ain't nobody got a parachute. It's a free fall, and nothing but jagged edges waiting on you. So, it's not too late. Denounce this man in the worst kind of way. And clergy, mainly the black clergy, because you can do the most damage when you decide to stand up. You don't believe me? Look at both of the Martin Luthers. The first one from the 15th century and the one we just recently had 50 years ago. They turned the world around. What are you doing? Resting on their laurels? Excuse me, my lips got in the way. They not as big as his, but they hard to control sometimes. Anyway, look here. Signing off. It's never too late. A lot of people have already lost their lives. There's 1,000 Trayvon Martins dying every day in Libya. That's my number one go-to country that I like to point out because that was going to be the jewel of Africa. Africa was going to reclaim its global glory. But this man put an end to all that. And black folks said, like Stevie Wonder said, we haven't done nothing. So, people, shame on you. And I mean that in the worst kind of way. Excuse me, did I say people? I meant sleeper. Signing off.